do you got the door locked for? Hey, little cutie. You have a swell day, partner. It's been nice making your acquaintance.
Beaten, raped, and asphyxiated by exhaustions from an automobile.
She didn't quite make it to 21.
Well, make a move, you dead man.
Just tell us about the afternoon.
You're trying to humbug me on a murder rap.
Well, you can start by telling me what the two of you do when you're alone together.
You having a little trouble, kid?
Just sort of zonked out on me. But that's okay. Friends of mine's due along here any minute now.
Oh, yeah? What's his name? Red Ryder?
No, really. We were down at the beach together all day.
You sure?
I can tell. By the color of your suntan.
You all right?
No, I need your help.
Hop in.
Hey, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, Dad, picking up a little bimbo like that. Hey, what's the matter with you? Can't you hear me in there? What do you got the door locked for? Hey, little cutie, look at me. My name's Red Ryder.
KSJ 8639er, Mobile 1 to any react station.
You have a swell day, partner. It's been nice making your acquaintance.
I mean it. Not one person in 100 would have stopped, let alone stood up to those guys.
Well, maybe it's something personal. Just so happens I have a daughter of my own nearly your age. Jennifer.
Oh, yeah? Where did she go to school?
Well, she's not with me. I mean, not at the moment. She's in Europe with her mother.
Oh, lucky. I was saving to go to England this summer. Instead, I bought that stupid car.
Actually, her mother and I are separated. Legally separated. I haven't seen Jennifer in nearly a year.
That'd kill my dad. Sun rises and sets on me as far as he's concerned. Hey, this is the wrong way. The gas station's back there.
Then why are you hitchhiking?
What?
If your father cares about you that much, you have no right to place yourself in a position of such vulnerability.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think you do.
Please, I want to go back.
Actually, from now on, the more you learn to trust me, the better off you'll be.
Look, I wasn't hitchhiking. I don't know why you said that. My car broke down.
Keep talking.
Why?
Well, say anything. Anything that comes into your mind. Anything at all.
Please don't hurt me.
I won't. I promise.
Provided you talk to me. Provided you just close your eyes and tell me everything that comes into your mind. That's better. Why don't you just lean back, you know, just lean back against the seat. You can trust me. That's good. Just relax. No. Keep your eyes closed. Keep them closed. That's good. That's good.
Nothing?
Well, then why make a fool of yourself?
Why not?
Beaten, raped, and asphyxiated by exhaustion in an automobile.
You know that makes victim number 4.
This one seems a little bit different than the other ones. It doesn't look like she was hitchhiking. CHP found an abandoned Pinto down the road with a busted fuel pump. This was found in the front seat in the purse.
Now, either that's her or a twin sister.
Nancy J. Wallace, 3951 Mariposa. Born 12/4/56. She didn't quite make it to 21.
Right.
Anything in the way of physical evidence?
There's a lot of tire tracks, a lot of cigarette butts, and other things people use to mess up an area. Looks like a local's lover's lane to me.
In other words, we got nothing, right?
Not yet.
back, you know, just lean back against the seat. Interest me. That's good. Just relax. Keep your eyes closed. Keep them closed. That's good.
Excuse me. Is that the tape you want me to transcribe?
Oh, no, it's this one. And make copies for Lund, Burnbank, Naughton, and one for my brother, too. And if you're not too busy, I'd like him to go out tonight.
Very well, Mr. Mills. It'll be on the telex in an hour.
Gas chamber, both wheels.
Come on, Juan. Now, how would you work it? What would you do? Just hook up a hose into the exhaust pipe or what?
No, not a hose. A pipe. And I weld it right here behind the muffler. Then I drill the hole and put the other end right up into the trunk.
Wait a minute. Wouldn't you need a valve or something to keep the fumes from leaking into the car?
That's no big deal. What's your pleasure? Manual or remote control? Personally, I think it's a stupid theory.
Oh, yeah?
Why would he go to so much trouble when all he has to do is to lock him in his garage, leave the engine running, and adios?
I'm talking about a maniac, and you're asking me for a reason. You gotta take a rest, Juan. You're working too hard. Come on in, I got a copy of my...
Bill, come over here, man. Bill, come over here.
Come here. Come on. This is Mrs. Powell.
Mrs. Powell, this is Sergeant Anderson and Sergeant Crowley.
Mrs. Powell?
I have something here with Mrs. Powell. She was driving down to the beach yesterday.
Visit her daughter.
See, her daughter works for this family down on Sunrise Beach.
And she saw Nancy Wallace's pinhole.
Can you slow it down just a little bit?
She saw Nancy Wallace's pinhole while Nancy Wallace was still standing there.
Did you?
Yes, with the hood up. Like you see on the freeway sometimes when there's car trouble. She was talking to these two kids. Boys. I knew right away something was wrong.
Yeah, go ahead, Mrs. Powell.
Well, when I saw about the murder on the 11 o'clock news, I picked up the phone and called my daughter. She said I had a duty to come in and see the police.
Can you tell us anything about the boys?
Yes. They didn't seem like they belonged with that girl. It's a feeling you get, don't you know? Kind of, just from looking.
Can you give us a description?
Just a couple of scrubby-looking, no-good kids.
Mrs. Powell, what about the camper?
What camper?
It was parked right behind that little girl's car. It was a kind of a faded light yellow.
With out-of-state plates.
From Arizona.
You sure about the plates?
Well, I know what they look like.
And Mrs. Powell knows the last three numbers.
642.
Mrs. Powell, you're beautiful.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Mills. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to startle you.
Well, I just needed some of this. I'm mailing cartons to my daughter in Europe.
Well, that stuff will hold anything. That's for sure. So, Jennifer is still over there, still in Europe.
Yes.
Well, good night, sir. Probably see you in the morning.
Hi, going over the hill?
Yeah, get in.
join any place near the strip, would you?
I can, yeah.
Mind if I turn on the radio?
Suit yourself.
Oh, you got one too, huh? That's a big deal now. Everybody's buying CBs like they're going out of style. Who do you talk to anyway?
Just people around the city.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Everybody. And a good evening to you all.
Yeah, well, it's not quite as dumb as hitchhiking.
Oh, that's a matter of opinion.
Oh, yeah? You ever listen to the news? Huh? When's the last time you listened to the news? You know that in the last 2 months in this city, 4 girls have been murdered? Raped and murdered right here in the city, did you know that?
So what are you telling me that for?
The last time that one of them was seen alive was on the very corner where you just got picked up. I mean, does that scare you a little bit, where I just picked you up? The last time they saw one girl there, she was alive. That's the last time they saw her alive.
You better stop this car.
Her name was Rose Farrell. They took her out, they beat her, they raped her, they murdered her.
I said stop this car!
Now you got your... Get your hand.
Stop it! Stop it!
Will you? Hey, I'm a police officer.
Let me go!
Look there, shut up there, look at that. That's my identification. Look at that, that's my badge. You see that? I'm a cop.
What is this anyway?
Looking for you, it's only a warning. Let me show you something. You don't seem to know what's going on in the world. Look at this. That's the Rose Farrell I'm just telling you about. Here, that's Cynthia Bowman. That's Doris Unger. That's Nancy Wallace. Look at them. Each one of them was picked up, beaten, raped, and murdered. You hear that? Raped and murdered. Now, look, I didn't mean to come on so strong with you. Just that... When I saw you standing back on that corner, I just hate to see the same thing happen to you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Okay? Now, you, for your sake. But when you got someplace to go, why don't you take the bus?
What do you think you're going to do? Educate the whole world by swooping down out of the night, giving off-the-cuff scare lectures?
A little bit helps.
Yeah, sometimes. But I'll make you a bet. The girl you picked up will be back on the street tomorrow with her hips out and her thumb up.
Maybe I should have handled it a little smarter.
Maybe you shouldn't have handled it at all. You broke every rule in the book. You're not allowed to pick up a hitchhiker. Why, Bill? You know you can't tell anybody anything. Fantasy time. Nothing like murder or rape is ever going to happen to them in a zillion years. Hello. Oh, hi. Well, where else would he be when he wants a pastrami and beer? Investigator style.
Yeah, Joe. Just got a call from Arizona Highway Patrol. 3 hits. 2 have perfect alibis. But the third sounds interesting.
Yeah?
A yellow 75 camper, license number Adam Henry John, 642. And it's registered to, male, Caucasian, 21 years old, name of Wesley K. Jackson. It seems as though he and his buddy, Philip Thatcher, just beat an assault beef, which resulted from trying to molest a college girl in a state park on the Colorado River. How does that grab you?
Right where I live, buddy.
3 days after they were released, they stuck up a gas station in Flagstaff, and nobody's seen either of them since.
Joe, get an APB out right away, okay?
Yeah, I'm going to be here for a while, and I'm going home.
Yellow camper.
Cross your fingers, kid. I think we got him.
Good morning, Bill.
Bill, where's Pepper?
I got her over to the academy. She's in that lecture bit again.
Yeah, well, that's too bad, because we just got a strike on the 2 guys from Arizona.
This local news guy picked up on our APB.
You know the guy that does the funny interviews? Well, it seems though he spotted our boys coming out of a liquor store and followed them all the way home.
bait for fish.
Yeah, Sergeant Crowley. Thanks for the tip.
Oh, don't thank me, Sarge. This is going to be tonight's feature story.
Where are they now?
In there. Kind of fits the way they look.
Are they alone?
They were alone when they went in. I don't know if anyone else is inside. In any case, they're probably all smashed out of their minds. They were carrying enough beer to sink a ship.
Pete, take them back.
Listen, Sarge, I've got a cameraman on the way. You can wait a couple minutes, could you?
This is Mobile 2. Where the devil's Collins? Before he blows it.
Please, hold, right there, hold! All right, drop it. Stand up. Drop it! Stand up. Turn around. Turn around.
Go ahead, make a move and you're a dead man.
Now spread him on the wall. Spread him.
Let's go.
Police! Hold it! Kid, get out of the way! Get out of the way, kid! Get out of there, kid! Get away! Get a girl! Hold the man! Get away! All right, let her go! I'm telling you, let her go! Yeah, come on! Let her go!
Well, you got your choice. Give her us.
Okay. If you don't want to discuss the gas station in Flagstaff, that's fine. That's between you and the state of Arizona. What we really want to talk about is what you were doing right here in California last Sunday afternoon.
Sunday? That's right, Sunday. 1, 2, 3 days ago. That shouldn't be too tough for you, should it?
Well, I never have had much of a brain, people. Let's see. Sunday? Yeah, I guess I should be able to handle that.
Just tell us about the afternoon, from 4 o'clock on.
Oh, we took a spin out to the beach, you know, and ate some greasy spoon, you know, at Sunrise Beach.
Yeah, well, not so fast. Let's go back to what happened even before you got there. What happened along the Canyon Road?
Well, let me see. I guess the only thing special is we went through a couple of tunnels.
There's only one tunnel on that road.
Well, now, you see, I told you I never had a very good memory.
All right, how about I save us all a lot of time? An eyewitness said that he saw you and Jackson pull up next to a stalled Pinto.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Red Rider's girlfriend.
Who?
The chick with the suntan. Sure, we stopped. We stopped to give her a hand. She was over by the side of the road having herself some engine trouble. Hey, wait a minute. Did she file a complaint against us or something?
The girl in the Pinto, Thatcher, is dead. You understand that? She was raped and murdered 30 minutes after you were seen talking to her.
I know what you're doing. You're trying to humbug me on a murder rap because I'm a poor boy from out of state. Well, if I ever talk to you again, it won't be alone. I'm going to get myself a lawyer who's smart enough to shove you right back on your ear.
Larry, you want to escort this little gentleman back to his suite? Make sure he's afforded all of his constitutional privileges.
Easy on the bicep, man, huh?
Hey, I gotta get back to the academy. I'm late for my 2 o'clock.
You're becoming a permanent fixture over there, aren't you?
Just till Friday. Call me if anything breaks, okay?
Oh, you can count on it. comfortable.
Thank you.
Well, I can see you two can hardly wait to bring me up to date.
Well, Billy, it's called legal aid. One of the many little delays that have a way of slowing down the wheels of justice.
Yeah, well, I tell you something, guys. I don't think they did it.
You don't think they did it?
Why that?
Gut reaction?
Gut reaction, huh?
I think you're the first human lie detector.
What's your reaction?
Well, criminal conspiracy. Investigator Pete Royster speaking. Yes, he's here, as a matter of fact. Phoenix, Arizona.
This is Sergeant Crowley. Yes, Captain. I see. I see. You sure about that? Okay, thanks very much. We appreciate the follow-up. Yeah, if anything breaks here, we'll keep you posted. Yeah. You all right, Pete?
Gut reaction.
Yep, you're all right. I guess I am a human lie detector. Jackson and Thatcher were in Bisbee, Arizona during the time of the first 3 murders. So that takes care of that.
What's the verdict? He could use a new butler, but nobody's messed around with these pipes in here.
Well, that means A, they got an alibi. And B, we got not one shred of physical evidence.
Hell, I never bought that routine about the trunk anyway.
Yeah, I got that impression.
Hey, Bill. Mr. Wesley Jackson requests your presence in his private room.
This is quite a place. He asked for room service, and look who they sent.
All right, what do you got?
Listen, I've been thinking. Suppose I was to do you a favor here in California. Maybe you could help me out when I get back home? Quid pro quo, as they say.
You got something valid. I'll see what I can do.
Well, how's this sound? I think I know who killed that girl.
Who?
Me and Thatcher was talking to her. We were just kidding around. Some dude drives up in a big set of wheels. Cutie pie takes one look and runs over and hops right into the front seat right next to him.
Why? Because she knew him?
I don't think so. I guess she was well, she just wasn't used to our country brand of humor.
She went to him for protection.
Just like he was daddy.
Can you remember what he looked like?
At that point, I had so much beer in me, he could have been from Mars. But I do remember that car. Well, I'll bet you there aren't more than a dozen of them in this whole city.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I live near there. Hop in.
Where you want to ride? Come on!
Oh, thanks anyway. My friends just drove out. All right, how you doing?
I'm sorry. I really hate to disappoint you, but I can only help with cars before they've been sold. Now, if that's what you're looking for, why, it'll be duck soup to make a computer run. In 5 minutes, I could locate any type of Lincoln, any color combination, and tell you exactly what agency to call. But once it's gone out of somebody's lot, we don't keep track.
So what you're saying is, we'd have to contact maybe 70 or 80 dealers and ask them to go through all their sales records for the entire year, right?
That's right. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Tell me this, Mr. Bellwood. I mean, if we do canvass all these dealers, how many cars are we likely to come up with?
Well, not too many in the designer series. It's a pretty special car. Maybe 50 or 60.
Well, I guess that's it then. We just have to check them all.
I'm going as far as see me, if that's any help.
Before we start, let's get something straight. I'm looking for transportation, nothing else.
Young lady, I have a daughter who could be your older sister. If she heard you ask me that question, she'd laugh right in my face.
Yeah, okay.
Investigator Joe Stiles of the police department. Yeah, we're checking on a possible suspect who may have purchased Designer's Edition Mark V. We'd appreciate if you check your records and give us the names and addresses of everyone in that category.
Przwosk? Okay. Would you please spell that, sir, and very slowly?
3216 Oak Shore Drive. Where's that, ma'am? In the valley?
You just tell me how I can show you ID over the telephone. Crowley, Sergeant William Crowley. I tell you what, Mr. Meredith, I think we could solve this in about 5 seconds. Now, I'm going to hang up. You just call information, ask for the Criminal Conspiracy Division of the Police Department. That's right. Then you ask for Sergeant William Crowley.
We're low on gas. There's a station about a mile from here. I'm telling you the truth, Doreen. I see no reason why you shouldn't believe me.
What's that for?
Oh, I use it to dictate letters and take down memorandum.
Well, why is it on now?
Well, you might say that I'm conducting a test. Why don't you tell me about that young man you're going to visit in Ventura? I'm just talking on an ordinary voice so we can see how well it records in a moving car.
Name's Brad.
Go on.
I don't really know what you want me to say.
Well, say anything, you know. I mean, anything that comes in your mind.
That's it, huh? Just the one leaf. Okay, thanks very much. I appreciate your help.
Well, thanks. See, you haven't just as much luck as we are.
None, huh? Nothing all year? Sure, I know it's a special car. That's the trip. Would I like to buy one, huh? Sure, pal. I'll trade you my rolls.
I'm not gonna let this happen.
We'll be there in 5 minutes. Why don't you just settle back, you know, close your eyes. Tell me about Brad.
No!
You could start by Well, you can start by telling me what the two of you do when you're alone together.
Oh, is that how you get your kicks, old man? By listening to this?
There's no need to shout. I mean, nothing's going to happen to you. This should surprise you at all. My own daughter tells me girls your age know more than I do. Uninhibited, I think, is the word she uses. Well, you know, that's fine. I've always considered myself flexible enough to adjust.
Where's the coroner?
He's coming up.
Who found it?
They did. They came up to pick wildflowers. The old man threw a stone in the water, and that's when he found her.
Hey, Ben? Oh, no, no. If we made it to the top, I'm going to quit smoking. You got the same ammo here?
That's my educated guess. All you have to do is look at the color of the skin to tell it's carbon monoxide.
Was she raped?
Yeah, I think so. A lot of her clothes are ripped off, but we'll have to verify it.
Sergeant Crowley?
What do you got there, radio?
No, it's the tape recorder. I just found it down at the edge of the marsh. It's soaking wet.
Yeah, see that.
Well, I guess that takes care of the fingerprints, too.
The recorder's still cooking, but the tape's dry enough to try. That is, if anybody's interested.
Come on, Freddie. You guys not hired for comedy relief.
Well, we have to do something once in a while to break the monotony.
Well, the bomb squad's got to do it.
Oh, is that how you get your kicks, old man? By listening to this?
There's no need to shout. I mean, nothing's going to happen to you. This should surprise you at all. My own daughter tells me girls your age know more than I do. Uninhibited, I think, is the word she uses. Well, you know, that's fine. I've always considered myself flexible enough to adjust.
There wasn't any prints left on the recorder.
No, it's so full of mud and slime there's nothing left at all.
What about on the tapes?
Not a thing.
You check out the serial number on the recorder?
Thought you'd never ask. It was manufactured by Blake Electronics in Downey.
Well, now, if you filled out his guarantee card, we got it made.
Yeah, if you did. But you're going to have to go out there in person. We've already tried. They just won't release anything over the phone.
Isn't that difficult? Okay, Charlie, you want to take a little trip to Downey?
What, at this hour?
I'll be the traffic.
Well, why don't you ride along with them? Keep them company.
You won't be.
Nobody's anywhere.
You really throw your weight around, don't you?
Crowley.
Hi, Bill. This is Pete. Well, it was registered all right, but along with 7 others. part of a group purchase made by the Mills Chemical Corporation.
Mills Chemical? You sure about that?
Sure. 211 North Jellicoe.
I know the head of security out there.
The guy used to work robbery out of Rhinebeck.
So what is your pleasure?
Get out there. Ask for a guy named Leon Fowler.
All right, it's bumper to bumper, so it'll take a bit.
Pete, do the best you can, will you?
As always. Nothing's gonna happen to you. This doesn't surprise you at all. My own daughter tells me girls your age know more than I do. Uninhibited, I think is the word she uses. Well, you know, that's fine. I've always considered myself flexible enough to adjust.
Well, it could be one of two people.
Mr. Mills, the man who owns this company, or his brother George, our controller. They sound almost exactly the same. On the telephone, I can hardly tell them apart.
Does either one of them own a Lincoln Mark V?
Both. Bought on the same day. They bought them both through the company.
Okay, Leon, take a guess. Who do you think it is?
I told you, I couldn't tell.
Just guess.
George. Certain words, the way he says his R.
I'd like to see his car.
I think I saw him leave.
Want to check to make sure?
Harriet? Fowler. Has Mr. Mills gone for the day? Okay, thanks. He's about 6 blocks from here with a plant engineer. They're having a drink at a place called the Rusty Tub.
Yeah, we passed it.
Okay, I'll go. Listen, if his brother's car is still here, you check it out. And no heroics, you understand? If anything develops, you just wait and we link back up.
Save yourself about 10 minutes if you take the shortcut. Go straight through here to the other side, then walk left until you can see administration.
All right, thanks. Listen, I'll probably be back before Bill. If Pete and Joe get here, fill them in and hold them right here, all right? Thank you.
back, you know, just lean back against the seat. You can trust me. That's good. Just relax. No. Keep your eyes closed. Keep them closed. That's good. That's good.
To you as a friend, as a man who's known you for 10 years. The answer is no. The only way I'm going is that way. And listen to me, Mr. Mills. I'm coming up now, and I'm going to take you down. No, please.
I'd eat it, bastards. Grip it up my sleeve.
Anyone who orders 3 scoops deserves that.
Have you considered opinion?
That's my opinion, yeah. What's the matter?
It's the girl I told you about, the one I gave a lift to.
She's pretty cute, but she doesn't have any trouble at all.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to pick her up and take her right and dump her on her parents' lap.
You really think that'd help? Come on, Bill, you're not a miracle worker. You're a cop. All you can do is warn them. If they don't listen, that's where your responsibility ends.